do a quick update. Went ahead and cleaned everything off. Got a sack full of that junk. But I did notice whenever I was cleaning it, there's this corrosion looking stuff. It kind of like a calcium, or it almost looks like whenever your battery terminals corrode and you have that the battery acid stuff. But I just got a wire brush and got in there as best I can. Blowed the rest out as much as I could. Something I'm trying on I wound up taking off the head because there's this little shroud that was on it, and 3 more bolts and the head came off. I figured I could take that off and then look and see how the piston and the cylinder walls are and all that good stuff. So I did that. So I took the head off, and you know, it still had that corrosion stuff on there. So I put some of that battery acid eater stuff on there, and it turns, it sprays on yellow, and if it finds anything that has acidic properties, then it turns purple. And there's a couple of spots you can kind of tell where it actually was purple, but so I figured that was kind of like in the urine. You can see right there it's purple. So I went ahead and sprayed parts of this down. I'll probably wind up spraying the rest of the engine down. But anyways, whenever I was in here, I did a couple of things. I went ahead and, like, since the head was off, I cleaned everything up in there. There's a little bit of carbon, not too bad, a little bit of carbon buildup. But I did what they call shaving the eyebrows, which is right here. It usually goes straight across, and whenever the fuel comes in, it has to kind of go up and over that lip to get into the combustion chamber. But this makes it a little bit better of a shot here and here for the exhaust coming out. So did that. It makes sense. I mean, it sounds like it would help a lot. But I did that, and then let's see, cleaned it up with this. I like this. It's an angle grinder with the surface or whatever. That's a 3-inch one. I forget what you call it. A surface pad thing. I don't know. But anyway, since I was in there, I went ahead and shaved the head a little bit. Nothing too dramatic, and I think I got it pretty flat across. But I'll show you how you do that. For the shaving the eyebrows, all I did was I got a little grinder with a little wheel, and you can see the aluminum still on there. It doesn't take much. It takes it off pretty quick, but you want to be pretty careful doing that. And the way I did it is, let me get back in here. I had it down. I had the piston down, so I wouldn't accidentally hit that, and then just shaved it off from there, making sure I don't hit any of the valves or the valve seats. So alright, I'll show you how I did the head. Okay, so in here, just got my belt sander, and I held it on flat like this, and I mostly let the weight of the head do all the work. I didn't really push down hard on it, but I just worked it back and forth the same amount of times. I started here, went here, and back. That's 1, 2, and I did that probably 10 times or so. And you'd flip it over, and you'd see if there's any. Yes, you can see some of the scratch marks I just did. But anyways, you can kind of tell where you sanded and where you didn't. But so anyways, come back out here and got this whiz wheel again, or this surface wheel, and went back over that to make that nice and smooth. Get off of my fingers. What else we got to do? That was the main thing. I think we're gonna go ahead and spray some of this battery acid stuff in there. And actually, you can use what is it? Water and baking soda. I want to make sure this piston's all the way out before I do anything. Anyways, see if this is flammable. No, doesn't say anything about flammable, so should be okay on this. But as you can tell, this fizzes up pretty good. So there we go. Do that real good. But anyways, like I was saying, you can use water and baking soda, and that does a really good job. Let that sit in there for a minute, and then use this brush, kind of rub it around in there. But when you're, whenever it's dry, you want to do this with a respirator, because this stuff gets airborne, and it's easy to breathe in. And mice, they got lots of yeah, you kind of see where it turned purple in there. That's good. But mice, they got lots of diseases and crap, and working and stuff, and kids, and one less thing I don't want to worry about. It's hot today, but do what we got to do. Yeah, you can really tell the purple down in there. So that's good. Made this working. Let me here's the gasket. It's good, but I do want to use that surfacer on there to take off some of the hot spots, carbon, dirt. Whenever you do that, you want to be careful, because that's only that thick. Pretty, not all that thick, so pretty easy to bend. So you want to make sure that you don't mess it up. But let's see here. Getting the head over here, we're gonna clean that out good. Okay. Bolts, and luckily all these bolts are the same length, so it makes it pretty easy. Makes it pretty easy to put all the. Oops. I want to do. Let's see. This goes in like this, so I can do these bottom three without the shroud. Put the shroud on. Oh, did I do that? What did I do? Oh, I did that right. So it goes on like this. You kind of line up all your holes. the gasket on, head gasket. And these only go on one way, so that's good. Okay. And we're going to put it back on. If I get in the way, sorry. But always hand tighten these. You never just want to go in and start cranking down on these in case they get cross threaded. I'm sure everybody knows that, but just in case there's some new people out there. Alright. And I'm going to get it. I always do crisscross tighting. That way it makes it more even. And I know this is blowing and throwing. Yeah, I think that's... Oh, just kidding. I tried to clean out those bolt holes with air. I might not have got that one very good. Or missed it. So then once you get them all snugged down, I usually come back in and do it by hand. These don't have to be too incredibly tight. So, go ahead and throw this back onto there. And, yeah, you can see where I covered that up. And that up. But, alright, well, this is getting kind of long. I'm going to throw this all back together and maybe go for a first startup. Thanks for watching.